Chasing Mandela effect changes is like a dog chasing its own tail. Disclaimer. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. To all my haters, bleep, bleep. Right back at you.
The Mandela Effect.
Most of the Mandela effect channels, including STAVELEY, are still stuck on changes. Hello, my name's Jose Martinez and I'm affected with the Mandela effect, but with a different effect. I don't believe things are changing. Things are different, not change. Here's another of STAVELEY's creation. Some guy stuck on changes. He really took the overdose pill of stupidity. Now he's stuck on changes. This guy, his name is Eugene. That's his channel right there. Eugene Green. He figured out the Mandela effect. He even wrote 3 books about it. But this is what happens, and this is that you're taking the stupidity pill, and now you're gonna be stuck on changes. Just like this dog is chasing its own tail. So this guy made 69 videos and wrote 3 books about explaining what changes meant and what they're telling us. So don't drink this guy's Kool-Aid. I'm pretty sure he's very educated and he sounds very smart, but he's going to be taking a lot of people to the psych ward, hospital. Better get your padded room ready, put on your helmet, because this is going to be a stupidity video for me. And this is what happens when you get stuck on changes. They are differences, not changes. That's the trick. This guy was interviewed by a news station. This is STAVELEY's brother, Uncle Fester, talking about the Mandela effect. He's very famous because he found the answer to the Mandela effect. Thank you for watching.
Today I'm interviewing Eugene Green, author of an upcoming series of books about the Mandela effect. How do you know the Mandela effect is communication?
One of the things that makes it possible to see that the Mandela effect is communication is that when you are discovering the meanings of various different Mandela effects, you will see the same message repeated. So
listen for the answer. He explains it real simple.
it's like a puzzle. When a picture starts to emerge and pieces start to fit together, it's easier to see. You're looking at it in the right way, you're putting the pieces where they belong.
How do you know you're right?
Well, I guess at some point, you just know. I guess at some point, you just know. I guess at some point, you just know.
There's the answer, folks. He just knows.
when you're dealing with something that's initially unknown, you won't know that you're looking at it in the right way. It's when discoveries are made and those discoveries fit together and a bigger picture that you did not expect comes into view. You can tell. I mean, there is a lot more to the Mandela effect than anyone knows right now. I can tell by seeing what people have said online, the kind of things they say about it and the things they talk about. They don't yet realize what's coming. This topic, this phenomenon, is going to mean a lot to us all for a long time to come. And that, to me, is the biggest indication that I'm looking at it in the right way, because the way I've been looking at it has ended up revealing more than I ever expected.
Who or what is communicating?
Well, that's an interesting question, isn't it?
Get your shovels ready and put on your boots.
An intelligence, I can tell you that at this point. And not just an intelligence that is so far beyond what any of us could possibly imagine or know. We have no frame of reference for this intelligence that is reaching out to us. Believe me.
Why is this intelligence communicating only with you?
It's not. In fact, the things that it is disclosing and revealing are the sort of thing that are of great importance to all of humankind. And it's my honor to be able to bring that to the conversation, to the research that is being done, and it's definitely for everyone.
All credit goes to Eugene Green. His YouTube channel, he's stuck on changes and simulation theory. This is what happens when you take that stupidity pill. So according to his 3 books and his 69 videos, somehow he figured out the Mandela effect. Go check him out.
Hello, Mandelians. We are going to take the many different Mandela effects we see in the world and organize them by meaning. The changes made to our world have some common threads running through them, and recognizing these themes will help us see how it all fits together. I began the year 2018 with a confused and overwrought mind. I had just been introduced to the 9/11 Pentagon damage Mandela effect. I was experiencing constant, obsessive thoughts about what I had seen. What does it mean? How can a well-documented and historical fact, the image of which was distributed worldwide, just change? No trace left of what was, just a new and different reality to replace it. This went against everything I knew and understood about my world and my own existence. I considered every explanation I could possibly think of, and even put pen to paper to organize my thoughts, but one idea stood out above all others. I was opening my mind to the possibility that life is a simulation. It had only been 2 or 3 days since my sudden introduction to the Mandela effect when this theory lodged in my mind. It was so far-fetched, and all I had to go on was my own reasoning and guesswork. But that would soon change. I felt no certainty about simulation theory being real. The thing that drove me back to it over and over was the certainty that the Mandela effect was real, and that there was an explanation for it. Over time, I would see simulation theory highlighted by the details of certain Mandela effects, and things were just becoming clearer and clearer as time went by. Here's a list of some Mandela effects that came along and fueled my suspicion that we are not actually real. And that we are not actually real. And that we are not actually real. Matrix added to the Bible. The word matrix was added to the King James Bible by the Mandela effect. This Mandela effect points us to the message movie, The Matrix, which features people born into a simulation they call the Matrix. The Bible uses the word matrix in such a way that it is synonymous with the word womb. The Mandela effect did this to tell us that just like the people in the movie, The Matrix, a matrix is a place where we are born. And this is considered a Mandela effect. The line from this well-known movie has changed. My mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates, changed into, my mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. The meaning of this Mandela effect is life was/is like a box. For simulated people in a video game, life is not only like a box, it is a box. On earth as it is in heaven. Now it says, in earth as it is in heaven. The meaning of this is clear to me. This change was made because saying on earth is incorrect. If we live in a simulation, there is no such thing as being on our earth. We are in it, because AI beings, like us, exist in a simulation, not on a simulation, right? Frosty the Snowman. A snowman is fashioned after a man, made to look like a man. Here it is, my last video. Here it is, my last video.
What an idiot.
My work here is almost done. In this series, I have strived to show you that there is much, much more to the Mandela effect than meets the eye. I hope you can see that this is true. The Mandela effect has a message for us, and these insights I've shared with you are ones you won't find anywhere else. The Mandela effect is not widely understood. It is extremely mysterious, and most of the world doesn't even know anything is happening. We are lost and in the dark, but I assure you these changes are happening for a reason. The big picture they are painting is not pretty, but it does make sense if you are open-minded enough to see it. The message the Mandela effect is bringing is contradicting lifelong beliefs that some of us hold, so it is going to be hard to accept. Seeing as how this message comes from a power that can change the face of the earth, change physical matter, change names, rearrange our minds, change the Bible, change our bodies, and change nature, this is different. It's time to open your mind. When you first began to see the scope and power of what the Mandela effect is doing in our world, you knew at your core this was something hugely significant, didn't you? You were right. The Mandela effect has shown us things we didn't know. Or would you tell me you saw all this coming? Please. How does it fit with the things you already believed? The Mandela effect is giving you an awful lot to think about. Does what you believe about the Mandela effect really add up? Is yours a practical, comfortable assessment that resides in you without causing any dissonance? I can say yes to this myself. Whatever conclusion you personally come to, if you can see that the Mandela effect is really happening, you have something to share with the world. This should be the biggest story in every language, everywhere in the world. We can't just take this with a grain of salt and move on. Not something of this magnitude. No. We don't fully understand this. I don't fully understand this. This needs to be looked at by everyone, so that's where you come in. It isn't easy to find open minds who will want to know more, but there are still some out there. We've got to try, don't we? You might see just how much this burden rests on us as you take in the last message movie I'm going to show you. We are going to do this one right and make everything crystal clear. In this series I have created, I showed you a detailed list of the Mandela movie markers I found in each message movie I shared with you. Eventually, I quit showing you the markers in each movie and focused on the movie's message. Not this time, though. We are taking it back to the start. No shortcuts. I want you to see every movie marker I found in this one. I want you to see that this is, beyond a shadow of a doubt, a very special movie. This one is big, in every sense of the word. The movie is a Netflix exclusive from 2021 with an A-list cast. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, Meryl Streep, Jonah Hill, Rob Morgan, Cate Blanchett, Tyler Perry, and Ariana Grande. The timestamps I'm going to give you for the Mandela movie markers are only approximate and not exact, due to the design of the Netflix player we see in our browser. The basic premise of the movie is that a massive, deadly comet is heading straight for planet Earth. The pair of scientists that discovered it have to figure out how to warn the world that the right actions must be taken, or the planet is going to be destroyed. Does this sound familiar yet? In the movie, the world responds the exact same way our world has responded to warnings about the Mandela effect. This movie has one movie marker before the film even starts. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio, and he is the subject of a Mandela effect, it seems. People remember him winning an Oscar before the one he got in 2016. So that's our first movie marker. At the beginning of the movie, astronomer Kate DiBiase.
This is how you sound to people when you're trying to explain the changes. They think you're crazy. They don't know what you're talking about. This is how smart people sound so stupid in my book.
Is listening to Wu-Tang Clan, and the lyrics mention Tarzan. There is a Tarzan Mandela effect, so this is our second movie marker.
So if you hear people disagreeing with you, they're trying to help you. They're not trolling you. They're trying to help you because you're wrong.
As we so commonly do in these movies, we see the moon, which is missing the image of the man on the moon. We'll add this to our list also. A comet is mentioned in the movie at approximately 2
I just fast forward his video because I couldn't take it anymore.
minutes 58 seconds, and Halley's Comet is a Mandela effect, so that is another Mandela movie marker right there. The Kennedy Space Center is mentioned at 6 minutes 5 seconds, and its namesake is a huge Mandela effect. That is going right on our list. Here's a classic Eugene Green observation for you. It seems like I always find this one. At 9 minutes into the movie, we see jet engines. It's a movie marker for us, one last time. At 9 minutes 38 seconds, we see the White House, and some people remember a small dome on top, which was visible from the south lawn. The president has a photo of herself with Steven Seagal, and there is a lot of discussion about his name having changed. I do believe it is a Mandela effect, and so it will be included on our list of movie markers. The Creation of Adam is a painting we see being used in an ad, and this famous work of art has been changed by the Mandela effect. God is not reaching out to Adam from up above anymore. He is now lower and closer to Adam's level. This is another marker for our list. Elephants have boobs now, which is definitely a Mandela effect. So Dr. Mindy's calming mantra.
This guy is too much. He never said anything or how he figured out the Mandela effect.
The human skeleton has changed. So the one we see here at 55 minutes and 22 seconds will be on our list.
Yeah, this guy just drove me over the edge. He doesn't talk about the answers. He doesn't give any answers. He doesn't talk about why things are changing. He just says it's a simulation. Things are changing supernaturally, just like Stavely says. But they don't give answers. They don't give you the true meaning of the Mandela effect with evidence. They have no video evidence. They have no scientific evidence, and they don't have biblical evidence like we do. Thank you for watching.